She started working at the restaurant because she needed money. Nothing more romantic than that. Every evening at 5, she tied her apron, checked her reflection in the narrow mirror by the storage room, and stepped into the warm noise of clinking plates and quiet conversations. The restaurant was small but elegant. Soft lights. Clean white tablecloths. The kind of place people came to celebrate anniversaries, not break their hearts. Her name was Elena. She was 22. And the man who ran the restaurant was named Michael. Michael was not loud. Not charming in an obvious way. He didn't flirt with customers or smile too much. But when he walked through the dining room, everything seemed to fall into place. Staff straightened their backs. Conversations softened. Even the air felt calmer. Elena noticed him on her first day. Not because she wanted to, but because it was impossible not to. He always wore the same dark jacket. His sleeves rolled up. A watch on his wrist that looked old but meaningful. He spoke to people with respect, even when correcting mistakes. And when he talked to her for the first time, it was only to say, "Table 7 needs water. Take your time." That was all. But somehow, she remembered his voice all night. Weeks passed. Elena learned the rhythm of the place. The way Michael checked the reservation book every afternoon. The way he stood by the window table when the restaurant was quiet, looking outside like he was waiting for something that never arrived. Sometimes they talked. Small things. How are your classes going? Did you eat today? Don't you forget to rest? Nothing personal. Nothing inappropriate. But those words stayed with her longer than they should have. One evening, she saw a little girl sitting at the corner table. About 8 years old. Brown hair. Big eyes. Michael knelt beside her, helping her with homework between orders. "That's my daughter," he said later, noticing Elena watching. "Her name is Sophia." Elena smiled. And felt something tighten in her chest. Later that night, one of the older waitresses whispered, "He's married. Been years. His wife doesn't come much anymore." Elena nodded, like it meant nothing. But that night, she cried quietly in her room without fully understanding why. She told herself it was admiration. Respect. A harmless feeling. But feelings don't ask for permission. They grow in silence. On busy nights, Michael stood close to her, hiding her through crowds. His hand never touched her, but his presence felt like it did. When she made mistakes, he didn't raise his voice. He explained. Patiently. Once, after a long shift, he walked her to the bus stop. It was raining. Neither of them spoke much. At the corner, he said, "You're doing well here. Don't doubt yourself." She looked at him and almost said everything. But instead, she said, "Good night," and walked away before her courage betrayed her. The confession happened by accident. A late night. Only them left. Chairs turned upside down. Lights dimmed. Elena was crying. She tried to hide it. Michael noticed. "What's wrong?" he asked. She broke. "I think about you all the time," she said through tears. "I try not to. I really try." Silence filled the room. Then he said the words that would change everything. "So do I," but he didn't move closer. He stayed where he was. "Which is why this ends here," he continued. "I have a daughter. A responsibility. And you deserve a life without shadows." Elena felt like the floor disappeared beneath her. "So that's it?" she whispered. He nodded. His eyes wet. His voice steady. "Yes." She quit the job a week later. No dramatic goodbye. Just a folded apron and a short note. "Thank you for everything." Months passed. Elena moved on. Or at least she learned how to breathe again. One evening she walked past the restaurant. The window table was empty. Michael stood inside, older somehow. They saw each other. He smiled. She smiled back. Nothing more. Years later, Elena would understand. Some loves are not meant to be lived. They are meant to teach about boundaries, about strength, about choosing what is right, not what is easy. And sometimes the most powerful love story is the one that